I used to think that having the perfect morning routine would just magically change my life and the progress I was making towards whatever goals. And it turns out that wasn't really the case because over the last couple of years, as I've been working on sort of my business and other forms of content and projects, I realized that there is no perfect morning routine. And quite frankly, my morning routines weren't perfect either. And now they're pretty simple. Because before I was trying out things such as I might journal in the morning, I might sort of write out exactly the person I wanted to become before I started my day, or maybe I might go for a walk at the beginning of my day and then do XYZ and so on and so forth. And my morning routine now is I get up in the morning, typically maybe around 6 a.m., doesn't really matter, and then I work. That's it. I literally get up and I work. I get straight onto working on my laptop, and that's pretty much that. And that is pretty much my morning routine, right? I just get straight into it because for me, I've got a few things in mind. One, I want to make sure that I can win the morning, right? I want to make sure I have a good morning. Because if I have a good, productive morning where I feel like I've genuinely made a good use of it, that's what matters because that, first of all, makes it a lot easier for me to perhaps, if I really feel like it, take some time off and sort of later in the day because I've already done some good stuff. But just generally speaking, it improved my mood a lot. And I think also it just a lot of these morning routines that you might see around, in my opinion, is just another way to mask a procrastination. And I know some people which might feel as though they can't just simply wake up and sit down and work. And I was in a similar state, but I think a lot of the times I had to make the distinction between what is being productive and what is just procrastination because for probably the last year or so, it's literally been a similar routine. Wake up in the morning and I'm pretty much straight to work. I get straight to work on whatever projects that I'm working on. And that's really, really key because I think if you're someone which is trying to be more productive, but you don't really know where to start or something, don't overcomplicate it because there's a lot of stuff online that will tell you that you should like overcomplicate it. And perhaps maybe you see other lifestyles of people who have very elaborate routines, but you might not be in a similar situation to them, so you might not be able to do those routines. So the easiest bit of advice that I can sort of say, or at least what I'm doing, is just when you get up, do something towards your goals, right? Work on something towards your goals. If you're looking to improve your sort of health or get into the gym, the moment you wake up, go straight to the gym. Just do it, right? That was a routine that I sort of did for at least a good year or so, just to get consistency with it. Or if you're trying to work on some sort of project or perhaps a business or something, wake up and the moment you wake up, work on the most grueling task. Just get up and do that most difficult thing because that I believe is really going to kill that procrastination. And if anything, that's probably going to be the best morning routine that I could even suggest. But let me know what your morning routines are. Let me know if you overcomplicate it or if you feel like it's just procrastination as well.